the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Come on, set.
They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And some room to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wow. First play of the game, CD. 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming. It seems like
the point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication when you were this coming at some point, last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 55. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down. 10, it's Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Jets at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. They'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Ball again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Wilson now to throw on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. No wasted time for Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Ball again on second down.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance here to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 98 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Wilson will throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Zerline good with the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing it.
Okay, ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a throw out line to Anderson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next the score, Jets 14, Dolphins 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
125 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline connects on the extra point. It's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
10 cycles.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready, break.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on the gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far. I think when you're looking at his big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. They throw it out right complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Ball again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This was him 20-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ryan, pick it up. Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Hall again. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Wilson able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. To 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Down to about the 45. The last Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Ready, set.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they step him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On the double.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he
said, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll go again with Hall. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This goes to the tight end, Eric Sauber. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, set.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 2 and a throw again. They complete it to Hill. And he's
he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here we go.
Second and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. And all the way down inside the 5-4. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And it goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball again on second down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third down, here's Hall. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall from 17 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Zerline points. Touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
You didn't even pay attention. What happened? Seriously? Was that even a play?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
On play action, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So off to the side, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football.
It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Running left, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire. And this football game.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.